I'm Sorana Mitchell and welcome to Sorana Mitchell Worlds. Today I speak with a few hustlers in St. George's whom I've met. Two sell corn, one sells Tannia Log, and the other sells juice. This is my conversation with them on the streets of St. George's. This is Ira Wellington. This young woman started her business in the middle of COVID. She hails from St. Mark and she is the Tannia Log lady.
So most customers say they like it with the oats. Some like it with the carrots. So every day that I'm out Monday, yeah, it actually tastes really, really nice with the carrots. Really nice. That was my same expression too when I said carrots, and then when I tried it, the bomb. You want extra milk in it, Shamela? My customers call me Miss Ira. I sell Tannia Log in town Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Right here next to the bus terminal, between the fish market and the bus terminal. This is my table here. That's my logo, everything. And this is my corn Tannia Log. Today we have lemongrass as our flavor. We normally do 4 different flavors. Morning 40, 4 different flavors. So I can't give you all the flavors right now, but we'll do the bay leaf, the cinnamon, the lemongrass, which is the favorite for customers, surprisingly. And what else you want me to do?
Carrot? You need to turn over
yes,
carrot.
I use carrots sometimes, especially like on the Friday, because most customers like it with the carrots. They like that sheen in it, they like sweet potato, sometimes even the oats. I just started trying the oats and they love the oats. They will normally cuss me, oh, you didn't put no oats today in it, I love the oats. That's a trauma I have going on here right now.
So where are you from?
I'm from St. Mark.
So do you come down every other day?
Well, I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So the 2 days, the Tuesdays and the Thursdays, I'm home. So I come down every morning.
How long have you been doing this?
I started in January. I started in Victoria first, and then I came down. I went to Guam, and then I came down to St. George's, and then I never left after that.
Where did you get the idea from?
One time I went by a friend and I brought some Tannia for her, and she told me that she's gonna make Tannia Log. I never used to drink Tannia Log at all growing up. I never liked it. And she made it and I tasted it and I was like, I find this is really nice. Let's just sell it. So me and her planned to do it together, but it didn't work out with her. So I continued to do it on my own, and to be honest, I find it's been good so far.
So you started in COVID. What has business has been like?
Okay, for when it just started off in COVID time, most person was moving more in the morning time, so it was a bit faster. But as time goes by, so coming down like July, August, September, going there, it started going down and down because less persons coming, more persons dying and stuff like that, because I have customers that die. And well, now I can say it's just starting to pick back up. It's not really as to how it was before, but I'm coping with it still.
So how old are you?
I'm 24.
Do you have any children?
I have one, a boy.
How old?
He's 2.
So who does he stay with in the morning when you come here?
Well, he normally stay with my friend or his grandmother when I come here. And then during the days off, I normally have him because we had a lot of stuff to do all the time.
So transportation to come down here?
Well, I normally take taxi to come down. Yes.
Cost?
$50, sometimes $70. It depends, yes.
Both ways or just one way?
To go up and down. Up and down.
And you say Tannia Log this morning. Do you sell anything else?
No, only Tannia Log. Only Tannia Log. Although most customers been asking me to do other stuff, I only do Tannia Log. Only Tannia Log for now.
So tell me, what is the culture behind Tannia Log? What does it do, they say?
Okay, for me personally, right? To me, I find this lasts, like when you drink it in the morning time, it keeps you for a long time. Because most of my customers say like when they have the Tannia Log in the morning, it take them up until 12 o'clock. Because I have customers like construction workers, fishermen, even person that working in the call centers, food line and stuff like that. I normally have all those persons, and they told me that the next time they'll eat after they have the Tannia Log is still around 12, 1 o'clock. So I think that it is very satisfying for small or large. He always on the clock, always on the clock. But I think that's a main thing for me. So I prefer person having the Tannia Log every morning. Well, not every morning, but they could consider it as a breakfast. To me, it will last for a long time and it'll keep you full. Plus all the cinnamon and stuff to lower your blood levels, the blood sugar levels. I mean, come on, how can you go wrong? You still want to have a treat with the milk morning, and you're making sure that you're healthy because I put all the cinnamon, the bay leaves and stuff like that that will keep you right and pumping for the rest of the day.
Okay, so you're telling me the good things. What about the unsaid, what they say that Tannia Log does for men especially?
And I also put an extra boost in it for them, like the the bourbon there, because they told me they love it and it always give them a hard, strong, as they say. Even women too, they say that it actually make them more filling for it. That's just what my customers tell me. I'm not sure, but I did try it too, and I find, yeah.
So good morning. What do you think about Tannia Log?
It's delicious. I love it.
Do you get it every day?
Not every day, but she don't be here every day. Every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday she be here. Sometimes Saturdays.
Okay.
I love the Tannia Log. It's wonderful. Yes.
So it gives a good start to your day?
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
They hit in the spot.
What do you think about the Tannia Log?
It's great. That's why I come here all the time.
Now, I tried the Tannia Log, the basic one, the cinnamon and bay leaf one, and it was good. 2 thumbs up from me. My daughter took a sip and she was like, that exactly, that's how she went. Yeah, it was good. And I didn't climb any walls or anything with the extra bourbon there and stuff in it. So it's safe. Now on to the corn people who sell corn in St. George's. I spoke with 2 of them, and here's our conversation.
It's ready for stack. And I have this here. This is what you turn it to. You turn it to the hands. So you have this here to turn it.
So state your name for me.
My name is Elijah, also known as Peter, from St. David's.
So you're from St. David's?
Yeah.
And how long have you been selling corn, roasting corn on Carenage?
Well, just before the quarantine, about 2 years now. 2 years now.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Well, I used to be selling over by the market at first, but the police say they run everybody, say we cannot sell over there no more. So I came over here and I get that nice God-given spot right here.
Okay, so do you grow your own corn?
Yes, I'm a farmer, but sometimes I buy also from other farmers when I have.
What is business like for you?
Well, it's like an everyday living thing, you know, because, you know, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. You know, it's not really as stable, you know? Yeah.
So besides selling corn, what else do you do?
Well, I do other things like tomatoes, cucumbers. So no one then I head over to the market on the other side and sell like cucumbers, tomatoes also, you know, other products.
So how often do you sell corn here?
Well, I try to make it like an everyday base, everyday, you know? Yeah.
So when do you sell the other produce like the tomatoes and cabbages and so on?
Well, more on the weekends and them kind of time. But I usually have more corn still though. Corn is my more, you know, my money making, my focus business. Yeah.
So do you sell corn throughout the year or is there a specific time? What?
Well, I sell throughout the year as long as I could get a selling right here.
And how do you what's the cost of the corn?
Well, I sell for 4, I sell for 5. It's according to the size. Big size, small size. The big size you get, you know, and maybe a $5. Sometimes you have for $3. You have for different prices. $4, you know. Yeah.
How has business been since COVID?
Well, very bad. Because the corner used to sell it before and the time and space, I can't do it again. You know, because not everybody have the money to buy, you know, like how before, some of the customers still at home, you know, everybody not really on the, yeah.
So give me, can you estimate how much you used to make before compared with now?
Oh, like before, like, maybe I used to make a little $300-400 when they reach.
The day?
Yeah.
Wow, and how much do you make now?
Right now I make smaller, so I make a 2-something, 200, you know, different prices. Because sometimes people come here and they break down the price so them because they don't have the full money. Sometimes, you know, a customer buying from what you have today, so you give them one, you know, because, you know, yeah. So then that's how the profit and not breaking back down.
Okay, and where do you get your corn from? St. David's self?
Yeah,
or?
St. David's. Yeah. Like we always sweet corn is in St. David's.
How old are you?
Well, I'm 36.
And have you always been a farmer?
Always, from since I left school.
What school you attended?
Grenada Secondary.
State your name for me.
My name is Vernice.
Speak it louder.
My name is Vernice
Vernice what?
Phillip,
Where are you from?
St. David's.
Okay, do you have your own garden?
No.
Do you buy the corn?
Yep.
How often do you buy corn and how much do you buy?
I buy corn every day. Every day I go and bring the corn and then I buy it somewhere. I used to buy like 200, now it's like 80 corn because of the COVID.
You used to buy 200 before COVID and now you buy about 80?
Yep.
Wow, that's a drastic decrease. Do you have children?
Yep. 2 girls.
And does what you do here sustain your family?
Right now, no. Not enough.
Do you have a partner or you work alone?
I work alone.
So what else do you do? What else do you hustle besides sell corn?
Only corn.
Only corn? How much do you make per se a week? Estimated.
To be honest, not much. Because of sometimes I buy 80 corn and still having remaining just to buy corn the next day. I have to pay for coals and everything. So
How much do you have to pay for coals?
sometimes $12.
And transportation?
But it depends on the distance I go for the corn.
Okay. So all of that you have to count all of that in.
Yeah.
So do you have your own vehicle or you take public transport?
Public transport sometimes I get a vehicle to go with me. Depends on the distance the corn is.
And how do you sell your corn?
4 and 5 depends on how much you sell it for me. For if it's big, you pay $2, $2.50.
Now, this lady who sells juice, she hails from New Hampshire in St. George. This is our little conversation. State your name for me.
Hazel Charles.
Where are you from?
Willis.
What do you do for a living?
Sell local juice.
How long have you been doing this?
3 years.
Okay, so do you have any children?
Yeah, 4.
4, and is that the way you take care of them?
Yeah.
Do you have a partner or you have to do this alone?
Well, me are doing it alone.
Where do you get the ingredients to make your juice?
I buy the tambran, I buy the marby. I make mango juice, I get the mango at home. Passion fruit, lime, civil orange, passion fruit and mango mix. I get all this at home.
Why did you decide to do this?
When my son passed, well, my son wanted to go college and somebody gave me the advice to sell juice.
Okay, and how old is your son now?
21.
Okay, is he working?
Yeah.
And what did you do before selling juice?
He used to work in a store.
Okay, so tell me about your journey as a hustler. Where around St. George's can someone find you?
Well, I was be around the town. I was be Hubbard's Food Fair, around by Foodland, RBTT Bank, by the bus terminal, by Andal.
What does a day look like for you? What time do you start making juice? And
Like from 6 until about 9.
and what time do you reach in St. George's?
After 10 minutes to 11.
And from after 10 minutes to 11, you're walking around St. George's selling juice.
Yeah.
Have you thought of doing anything differently or to add to it or just juice?
Just juice.
What has been the response?
Good.
How do you sell your juice?
$1.
Since COVID, has things dropped or have
A
things
little,
dropped?
yeah.
Roughly estimated how much you make a week?
For a week. It depends.
It depends.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's tough, sometimes you get through. You don't bad,
All around St. George's, you will find hustlers selling, doing their thing to make a living. Thank you for viewing Sorana Mitchell Worlds. Please like, comment, and share. I am Sorana Mitchell. Have a good one.